Sudden, y'all, Gypsy just come out the blue and just swing on Erica Mena. But it's like she was missing and stuff, and security got in the way instantly. And instantly, Des just jumped in and just started swinging on Gypsy. She gave her like a couple of hits and stuff, and they wound up like breaking up everything. So it's like everybody was livid that Gypsy wound up doing that to Erica Mena, and it was like, this is Jocelyn Fern. Like, why would you sit here and do that? Like, that's like dumb.
What can I say? Yeah, I'm the white I see. It's a lot of girls, but it's
Okay. Hey guys, it's your boy Quay, your boys back with another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you guys can be notified when your boy posts another video. So today basically we got the situation, Jocelyn Cabaret episode 3 that just passed this Sunday, y'all. It was a good episode, and we gotta do like a recap on what happened that episode. So how the episode left off, with the Chinks and T Love situation, they had their beefs going on because T Love wound up spitting on Chinks. So that's where the episode first started off. And honestly, y'all, the first round, I would say Chinks kind of got it. T Love was just swinging wild, and when she was swinging, she wasn't looking to where she was swinging at, so it's like she wasn't swinging with accuracy. So I would give it to I would give it that first round to Chinks, and they ran the second round, and I would give that one to Chinks also. I just feel like T Love couldn't do nothing with Chinks. Honestly, she couldn't even do nothing with Wet Wet. So which point do you think she'll do with Chinks? Honestly, I mean, Chinks did left T Love with a big scratch on her face. I was like, damn, like that scratch was so bad. Like she had a cross from like an eye in her face. I was like, man, I don't know who. Man, Chinks is a freaking cat or Freddy or something, because that was a big long scratch. But then we get to see Jocelyn. She looked nice, like in her blue dress and stuff. And Lemmy comes to the function that Jocelyn had, and it really did look it so like nice, like how the mansions and stuff was. And I was kind of shocked that they didn't block out or blur out Lemmy face, because every time when they always come, they always blurring Lemmy face like we don't know who he is. But he comes to tell Jocelyn that he wants to collab with her on doing Jocelyn Cabaret Strip Club. So that was like pretty nice and pretty cool by them having. And she wanted Lemmy to like introduce, well, tell her cast members about like what they got planned. So they wound up leaving to go outside. Before they go outside, Erica Mena, in the last episode, her dress had wound up getting ripped to where she was showing like Lemmy and Jocelyn, well, really more so Jocelyn, her butt that like got ripped and stuff, like her dress and stuff that was all ripped up. And Jocelyn like, what happened to your dress? And she was like, Jane Doe and stuff like that had wound up like doing squats and stuff, and wound up like ripping her dress and stuff, so she got to get changed. And I was kind of laughing because she was showing like her butt, and Lemmy was just like walking away because him and Scotty, that boy's not a single man, and he claims he don't cheat. That's what he's claiming, y'all. So see, but then it goes to the girls and stuff, and Jocelyn noticed that a lot of people, Chink's wig was off, and T Love had like a scratch on her face, and she's like, y'all got into an altercation already, like what's going on? And let me introduce tell the girls that basically they'll be doing Jocelyn Cabaret Strip Club and stuff. So all the girls so excited and all types of stuff. And they did like a toast and stuff, and Lemmy wound up basically like leaving. And then Jocelyn wants to get introduced like all the new girls and the newbies and stuff, and she wants to learn from like where they came from and all types of stuff, to give like their personality of why they're here for like the show. And instantly she starts to attack Isis, y'all, out of the blue. Like, and one thing I like about Isis, out of all the people, like even Egypt be sticking up for herself, but Isis is one of the ones that really don't let Jocelyn like run over. She always gonna speak her mind, and that's something that I really like about Isis, because she don't take no bullcrap from Jocelyn. Jocelyn like to degrade those girls and stuff, and she's the only person that like really, or one of the people that actually like stands up for herself, like to make it seem like Jocelyn can't even talk to her like no type of way. So Jocelyn like, if you don't want to be here, I can't be jealous of you. I'll pay you all types of stuff. And she was like, if you don't want to be here, you could leave. Like let the people that want to be here and stuff. And Isis like just defending her stuff, which I respect Isis for doing that. All the new girls started introducing themselves, and when they got to Gypsy, Erica Mena had told Jocelyn, oh, this is the person that wound up sleeping with some of my cast members and stuff. And Gypsy wound up like stepping up and stuff, and she was just basically saying, it was like after you eliminated me, like you eliminated me, and like weeks later she wound up sleeping with one of the cast members. Now I was kind of like I understand like kind of like Erica Mena's side a little bit, and I can understand Gypsy's side a little bit, because Gypsy was like, once she noticed that Erica wasn't feeling her like that, she wound up, I guess branching out and meeting other people, and wound up like, I guess something happened and just she wound up sleeping with some of the one of the cast members, and Erica Mena was like, "Oh, you did it on my time, and you had to wait it until like you came over here on my show to find my love, but you wound up like leaving and wound up sleeping with somebody that's one of my cast members. Like that was just foul." So I could understand like both sides of the situation, honestly. So Erica Mena like took the time to like basically I guess like give compliments to Gypsy on all the things that that she accomplished in life, such as her being like an entrepreneur, a great mother, and it was just kind of, I guess Gypsy didn't take it as that, because Gypsy was like, I wouldn't bring up your child, so you shouldn't bring up mine. And allegedly, I don't know for sure, but Gypsy said that, I think she said her child got a disability or something, and Erica Mena wound up speaking on that. And I guess she really didn't want the whole cast to know like that, like her business of like her child. She didn't want that to be like out in the open. And by Erica Mena mentioning that, it really, it hurt. I guess it hurted her feelings. But I don't feel like Erica Mena meant any harm. I guess I feel like Erica Mena was just trying to basically, acknowledge like the type of person she is. About Gypsy, being a hard worker, a go getter, she's providing, doing things to provide for her child. Like I feel like Erica Mena came at it on a good perspective, and she looked at it as like, oh, why you had to tell all my business to the whole cast? So Erica Mena was just tired going back and forth with Gypsy. She wound up going back to Jane Doe and stuff, and she's like, Jane Doe, sure, Jocelyn, like how you did like the squat thing, whatever, with me last time, and you could tell like Jane Doe was like kind of like scared and like creeped out, because she felt like, I don't want to be like, if I pick Erica Mena up, Gypsy might swing on or something. Like you could tell like she was like kind of uncomfortable, and she just kind of like laughed it off and stuff. So she wound up like not doing it, whatever. She was just like laughed it off really, and all of a sudden, y'all, Gypsy just come out the blue and just swing on Erica Mena. But it's like she was missing and stuff, and security got in the way instantly. And instantly, Des just jumped in and just started swinging on Gypsy. She gave her like a couple of hits and stuff, and they wound up like breaking up everything. So it's like everybody was livid that Gypsy wound up doing that to Erica Mena, and it was like, this is Jocelyn Fern. Like, why would you sit here and do that? Like, that's like dumb. And it's just like everybody, just started going crazy. And then Isis had wound up walking to her, and she was like, Gypsy, like, why you put your hands on Erica Mena? And Erica Mena wound up like walking up to the conversation, and she was like, she just felt some type of way about Erica Mena and stuff. And Erica Mena was like, the reason why you're here is because of me, because I put in a word for you. And she was like, no, you didn't, because when I text your phone, you didn't basically you wasn't replying to my messages. So how you brung me here? And she said, yes, I put in the word to Jaws, and I put in the word to the producers and stuff. You're the reason why you're here is because of me. But honestly, I feel like, me personally, Erica Mena, you shouldn't brag on something. If you did something on the kindness of your heart, you shouldn't broadcast and be like, oh, I did this for you. Like, you know what you did. You shouldn't have to broadcast it on what you did. Like, I feel like that's really messed up. Like, don't do it just to just to throw it in a person's face. Like, that's really foul. So Ice was like, you sitting there doing that, putting your hands on other people and stuff, that's foul. So instantly, y'all, Des just wound up sneaking Gypsy again, and like, I would give it to Des. Like, she really, really did Gypsy in, honestly. Like, she was just giving punches to the face, and that was like, really it. And then they like wound up breaking them up, and Ice was like, no, you can't get mad at the situation because you swung on Jocelyn Friend, so you got to get in the paint. So all of a sudden, Andrea and Gypsy, they started fighting, y'all, and honestly, y'all, they really couldn't fight to me. Like, they scrap wouldn't, that was a lame scrap. So Gypsy, like, she just didn't want to get jumped and all types of stuff, so she wound up, everybody just started going crazy. So she's like, I'm not trying to get jumped, and she wound up going crazy, and she wound up just throwing one of the arrangements on the table, and I guess it had like a vase. It was a vase or something, and it had like glass in it. So everybody, was like, Gypsy, you're doing too much. Like, you gotta chill out. And Egypt wound up getting her foot cut during, like, by her basically throwing the vase and stuff on the ground. So everybody just trying to get to Gypsy. They pulled Gypsy into the house, and instantly the security guard is just holding all the girls back. But I ain't gonna lie, Egypt was the only person that had the advantage to, like, basically dodge past security and stuff. So she ran in the house, and she wound up, like, getting Gypsy. She was just swinging on Gypsy. Then T Love wound up trying to get into it, but the security just swept her off the feet, and she was just doing too much. Honestly, I feel like T Love just actually, like, wanted a moment or to prove. I guess they wanted to all prove that they're Jocelyn, I guess, friend, because they didn't stick up for with that situation that happened with the parade and stuff. Everybody just really wanted to be involved. Neek tried to get involved. Like, it was just really messed up that y'all always doing that. That was, like, pretty foul and stuff, and that's where the episode ended off. But next episode, it looked like it's gonna be very interesting. It looked like they're gonna have Isis versus Andrea. No, Isis versus Danny. This T Love and Miss Natural drama, because I heard, they say that in the first episode that Miss Natural had wound up fighting T Love's sister, I believe, and they wound up, like, jumping her. So they're gonna be discussing that on the next episode. Also, Ocean is gonna be fighting one of the new girls. I'm not sure what the new girl name and stuff, but it looks like it's gonna be very interesting next episode. So I'll be doing a recap on that episode as well. So y'all make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 2K subscribers. And as always, I'm going to see you on the next video. As always, be breezy. Don't be easy. Yeah.
What can I say? Can you blame? She wanna be paid. Never stressed. I'm blessed where I stay. I don't care what nobody say.